August 18th, Wednesday. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and today we are continuing with NG. I spent the night in a cell. I feel like this is overkill for a minor like me, but she's worried I'll escape or destroy evidence. In other words, I've got my bad habits to blame. I finish off a not half bad breakfast and wait for the questioning to begin, when suddenly it arrives. A whisper comes from somewhere. It's time for a tale. Let's go right now, let's go. Off to slay the ogres. Forward, keep going forward. Crush all the villains. The time limit to my death has begun ticking down. I gotta get out of here and start chasing down the killer Peach. Afternoon finally rolls around, and Ui gets around to questioning me. Answer me. How long are you gonna stay quiet, huh? She asked my name and age, describe how I found Aunt Natsumi. All stuff she should have known already, so I don't really feel like saying anything. You didn't bring me here to ask me basic junk like that. Just get to what you want to ask already. I got stuff to do. Oh, you do you? All right, punk. Get ready for the real questions. She's got me on trespassing and Marahashi's case. If I fill her in on everything, I'm just gonna end up stuck in here longer. If I want to get out of here and start making progress, I gotta choose my words carefully. What should I do? I recall everything I know about Oi and her personality. Lying or avoiding the questions won't work on her. She also seems oddly interested in the case I'm involved with. I should keep that in mind as I talk. And I better be sure not to piss her off. All right, answer this. Do you have any clue at all why Natsumi Bilicium collapsed? She probably overworked herself? Nope, that was a bad option. You're just spouting random gibberish. Oh, he yells at me. All right, next question. You know I was investigating that case in Kentucky town, yeah? Were you investigating that case too? Yes, I was. I was looking into it. I knew it. I don't think you killed Marahashi, but you know something, don't ya? Oi looks me over in fascination. You're hiding something important, huh, Bilicium? I'm sure it won't take all that much for me to bring all that into the light. I can easily extend your stay here if I feel like it. Either you fess up now or later, but you're not leaving till I come clean, got it? All right, it was my fault. That was a bad choice. I knew it, you were hiding something. Oi yells at me. This is going nowhere. How about you cool your head a bit in your cell? I'm done talking to you for today. We'll talk again in 2 days. The interrogation ends and I'm once again locked in a cell. I attempt to break out a few times, but the cops are watching me so closely that they don't let me get the chance. I'm exhausted. I just want to give up on this mess. All of it, everything. I lie down on the bed. Midnight passes, and before I've realized it, it comes. The screams from the mouths pierce my brain. The Dell has reached happily ever after. Put them to the sword, put them to the sword, put to the sword, put them to the sword, put them. Kill, 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 kill. But there's nothing I can do. I don't know how my end will be. I can only hope it'll be as painless as possible. Game over. She's got me on trespassing and Marahashi's case. If I fill her in on everything, I'm just gonna end up stuck in here longer. If I want to get out of here and start making progress, I gotta choose my words carefully. So what should I do? I recall everything I know about Oe and her personality. Lying or avoiding the question won't work on her. She also seems oddly interested in the case I'm involved with. I should keep that in mind as I talk. And I better be sure not to piss her off. Alright, answer this. Do you have any clue at all why Natsumi Bilicium collapsed? A supernatural phenomena. Alright. So we're just gonna kick it straight with her. Hey, you think I'm an idiot? This some kind of joke? Supernatural. That's nonsense. That's what she says, but I think I can see her smiling slightly. All right, next question. You know I was investigating that case in Kentucky Town, yeah? Were you investigating that case too? I was looking into it. I knew it. I didn't think you killed Marahashi, but you know something, don't ya? Ui looks me over in fascination. You're hiding something important, huh, Bilicium? I'm sure it wouldn't take all that much for me to bring it all into the light. I can easily extend your stay here if I feel like it. Either you fess up now or later, but you're not leaving till you come clean, got it? I don't care. Oh, that's a pretty bold reply. I kind of like that attitude of yours. Ooh, he smirks at me. We're getting nowhere. That's enough for today. Maybe you'll change your mind after you've been cooped up in that cell for a bit longer. We'll pick this back up in 2 days. Crap. I can't wait that long. If she's really gonna abandon me here for 2 days, the curse will kill me by then. Damn. Is there anything I can do? Call a lawyer, provoke OE, strike a deal. Strike a deal. Yeah. Huh? Why would I need to make a deal? I'll just squeeze the info out of you. That won't work. You know how stubborn I am. Besides, you can't question me if I'm dead. Dead? What are you trying to pull? Just saying, I'll be dead in a couple of days. I've been cursed. The heck? You had me going there, but I ain't falling for that cursed mumbo jumbo. Your mouth is saying one thing, but your eyes are already deadly serious, Oe. If you've really been looking into Ami and Kubataru, then you must have felt it. Some kind of supernatural presence. I'll make a deal with you. If you release me, I'll tell you everything you want to know about that world. But you gotta let me out now. Hey, Bilicium, if you're lying, I swear, I'll never forgive you. I'll throw you in juvie, you hear? Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh yeah, we made it. The interrogation is over. Once that's done, I'm released from my cell. With the paperwork all sorted, I exit the police station and take a train to Kasuji. Ah, freedom. The summer sun shines even more brightly than usual. Now that I'm out of immediate danger, adrenaline wears off and all the exhaustion hits me at once. I wonder how Aunt Natsumi's doing. She's in stable condition. There's no immediate danger to her. So you don't gotta worry about that for now. Oi's been tagging along with me ever since I left the police station. I guess I should have expected that when I said I'd tell her everything I know, but I really don't feel comfortable having a police officer following me everywhere. She's not conscious yet? Well, from what the docs told me, she's in a coma. A coma? Yeah. They gave her a full checkup, brain and body, but can't figure out why, apparently. Just like Aminomi. That black postcard, there's no doubt in my mind that Kakuya's been behind it all. You want to go visit her? No, not right now. I've got something I gotta do first. Right. Oh yeah, let me give these back to you. Oi hands me my cell phone and bag. Hey, why'd you have these? Obviously, I collected them from your house because they were evidence. Might not have logged them though. So she swiped them without a warrant. That's a crime, isn't it? Don't be so bitter. After all, it's better for you that I found them and not the other cops. If they saw your contact history with Mitsuru Marahashi, you'd still be in lockup. You should be grateful I hid them. Yeah, thanks. If you're actually grateful, then give me a real smile. Oh, he's apparently a pretty crooked cop. I'd rather be tailed by a crooked cop than by some hard-headed, by-the-book jerk, though. If I'm gonna fill her in on everything that's happened, I need to find someplace quiet. I take Oi to the Black Rabbit. On the way over, I contact Ban and Rose. I get an earful of questions, but I just promise to fill in the blanks later. When we get to the Black Rabbit, I explain everything to Oi as we wait for Ban and Rose. Ami being kidnapped by some doll named Kakuya, Natsumi being cursed, the Urashima woman, Kubataru of Kentucky, the screaming author, all the spirit encounters. Everyone who helped me, Seiji Aminomi, Kaoru Hazuki, Mitsuri Marahashi, Naomasa Ban, Rose Milan. Thinking back on it all, a crazy amount of stuff has happened in just 3 weeks' time. It's a damn miracle I'm still alive. That's quite the tall tale. I can't say I believe all of it, but nothing contradicts any of the info I've got. It explains Ami's strange disappearance and all the inhumane events at Kentucky. It fits too well to just be made up, which means it's true, basically. Spirits, though. I never would have thought weird stuff like that actually existed, which might mean that case was a spirit's doing too. What case? Just then, the bell above the door sounds. Hey, Bilicium. I'm amazed you're still walking around after eating that crap they fed you at the station. I'm sure it was a good life experience. Ben's putting on a good show, but he was actually worried about you. He was reciting prayers, and he hasn't even gabbled once since yesterday. Asa Ban, the journalist, and the Rose Milan, the so-called magician I see. I'm Oe from the Investigation Division. Nice to meet you. From what Bilicium said on the phone, it sounds like you're interested in strange cases. Since when has your division handled stuff like that? Yeah, I'm sure that throws up some red flags. But once I tell you about the case, I'm sure it'll all make sense. All right, cool. It's like this. Rumors of Killer Peach. I'm sure you know Moon Tower, that building close to Shinza Station. That skyscraper lit up with a special design. Well, something weird's happening there. It started a month ago in the dead of night, on one of the office floors in Moon Tower. This is just the account of an eyewitness. We'll just call her Miss A for now. One day, Miss A suddenly had some work come up, and she had to stay late to finish it. When she finally got done with the stuff that got dropped on her, it was midnight. Obviously, no one else was around at that time. Or at least that's what Miss A thought, as she walked down the supposedly deserted hallway. But then she heard the sound of something typing in a neighboring office. She couldn't hear anything else, and the sound of the keyboard echoed across the floor. Miss A felt bad for whoever it was and walked right on over to the door. But then she thought she heard a weird noise mixed in with the clacking of the keys. It sounded like bare feet walking on the floor. The odd noise started to bug her, so she listened closely. And it wasn't just her imagination, apparently. What's that noise? She asked herself as she peeked into the office. There she saw a guy sitting at a computer and a weird figure standing behind him. The face lit up by the glow of the monitor looked kind of like a monkey in the darkness. And it had a katana in its hand. It was dark, so she wasn't quite clear, but it seemed like the figure noticed her. She was so scared she couldn't make a sound, and the guy was so focused on his work that he didn't notice. The figure walked up to the man as Miss A watched, swung its katana, and slashed quick as a flash. The next thing Miss A knew, the monkey-faced figure was gone, and all that was left was the man's corpse. Up to today, 4 people have already been killed. It hasn't made it into the news yet, but some people know about it. The Sue Me group's been putting the clamps on, though, so none of the details have gotten out. The Sue Me group? They built Moon Tower, so they're obviously suppressing the news outlets to protect their image. One of Sue Me's affiliates companies has a ton of offices in that building. The crimes occurred in one of their offices. I'm more curious about the monkey-headed katana jerk than the victims. You got any more info on that? That's the weird part. A bunch of people have seen a figure holding a katana, but none of their statements about the face match up. Some say it was a monkey, or a dog, or even a pheasant. A monkey, a dog, and a pheasant. That reminds me of the Momotaru fairy tale. I'm sure everyone else was thinking the same thing. That's why they gave the murderer the name Killer Peach. Hey, hold up. That's the name Bilicium said on the phone the other day. Yeah, the spirit that's part of the next game. From what you've said, these spirits are like ghosts who attack humans, yeah? And they're born from some strong grudge or regret held by dead people? So this Killer Peach is one of them. Yeah, probably. All the spirits I've encountered so far have been like that. Huh. Oi's face clouds over for a second. It seems we know where to go next. But Moon Tower is protected by a top-of-the-line security system. It's going to be tough to go inside that place with just my tools. If we're really going to Moon Tower, I'll work something out. We've been issued a guest card key as part of the ongoing investigation. I'll go back to the headquarters and borrow it. Borrow it? Sure, whatever. After the fourth death, the floor where all the killings happened was locked down, so we won't have to worry about running into employees. They didn't tape it off until 4 people died? That's pretty shameful. That ain't the police's fault. It's all Sue Me. They refused to let us intervene. In fact, I only convinced them to shut down the whole floor just recently. So there haven't been any more victims lately. But sounds like you're hiding something. What's up? Sumi's putting pressure on us, so we haven't been able to investigate the scene at all. They keep going on about corporate secrets and they won't let us cart off any company property. Like pencils and erasers are company secrets. So you got frustrated at the situation and took things into your own hands, huh? I like your style. By the way, what about the other floors? I doubt the whole building is off limits. Since the first death, the businesses in Moon Tower have cracked down on all overtime work. They say they cut power to the offices so there shouldn't be any employees around. That's almost considerate of them. Those cheapskates aren't being nice. They only did it after we chewed them out. They've technically agreed to cooperate, but it's really just an order from headquarters. Perfect. That's the power of the government for you. Don't underestimate the power of God. Though there's still one major problem. The place still has a security system with cameras and card key systems. Fear of God doesn't work on a machine. Man, the government's useless. If we sneak into Moon Tower and just get reported immediately, there'll be no point. Ui's with us, but the investigation isn't official. If we're caught, we're done for. So what do we do? Oh, itch my ear. Oh, yeah. Oh, itchy ear. Oh, it's the worst. Okay. Ah, scrubbing the ear feels so good. That's our only option. What are you going on about, old man? Hey, Bilicium. Just leave it up to me, alright? Alright. Well, as long as you're for it, you're in my safe hands. Oh, good. Ban, what are you plotting? I can't say that I'm comfortable with this. You just look forward to it. I've still got time before night falls. I'll settle everything by then. He smiles confidently and puffs out his chest. He's pretty big to begin with, so it actually has the intended effect. But I'm a little short on funds. Hey, Bilicium, lend me 30,000 yen. Again? You haven't paid me back my 5,000 yen yet. I'll gladly pay that back once my next manuscript payment comes in. Now fork it over. I reluctantly hand him 30,000 yen. It's a cheap price to pay to get into Moon Tower. Thanks. All right, I'm out of here. I should make it just in time for the last race. Hey, old man, what'd you say? Ban leaves without answering. Can we really trust him? Don't ask me. It seems the die has already been cast. They say believers will be saved, so maybe we could all try praying. Though I must say that in this case, our Savior seems even more unreliable than usual. Anyways, sounds like we'll be heading to Moon Tower tonight. Let's split up for now. I gotta get back to headquarters anyway. No objection from me. We'll see you later tonight. Yeah, sure. Rose and Oi exit the bar, leaving me all by myself. I can't go home even if I want to, because it's still treated as a crime scene. And even if I did go back, I still have no idea how I'm supposed to get Ami out of the mirror. Maybe I'll find the answer if I can beat the Killer Peach and keep chasing after Kakuya. Rumor notes too. Oi detained me, told her about the spirits, got the rumor about Killer Peach out of her. 4 salarymen butchered at Moon Tower. Sightings of a human figure holding a peculiar katana. But a human isn't capable of performing those crimes. Monkey, dog, pheasant. Face different depending on witness. Interesting. A few hours pass and it's now late at night. But Ban hasn't called yet. Damn it. Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing. It's almost the finale of the tale. One after the other. Slay all the orcs, not missing one. Yo-ho, Evo, yo-ho, Evo. The curse is progressing faster than usual. Is this just Kakuya's toying with me? Or is there an actual reason for it? A storm of thoughts swirls around in my head. It's really irritating not being able to do anything but stand around and wait. It's Ban. Bilicium, everything's ready on my end. Hurry to Shinza Station. Get to that one spot where there's a good view of Moon Tower. I'll see you there. Ban doesn't even let me get in a word before spitting out his message and hanging up. I contact Ui and Rose, then rush out of the Black Rabbit and head home. I grab my motorcycle at my apartment and zip off to Shinza Station. Hey, Bilicium. My, that was fast. How'd the Moon Tower thing go? Hold your horses, kid. I'll explain once everyone's here. We wait for a while, then Rose and Oe finally arrive. Ban, you gonna tell us what's going on here? What exactly are you gonna do about Moon Tower's security system? I'm sure you already know this, but after your little display at the bar, we will accept nothing less than the total success. It's about time. Get a load of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Suddenly, Moon Tower goes dark. Whew, it worked. Honestly, I was a bit worried. You did that? Yep, that's right. One of the Sumi Group security companies is in charge of Moon Tower, but I bribed the guy in charge. The lights going out is his signal that everything's ready. What? Why didn't you have him call you? Why have the signal be so obvious? Hey now, I paid 3 million yen for this. If I'm blowing that kind of dough on a bribe, this is the least I could ask for. 3 million yen? You've got an awful lot of money for someone who's always asking me for cash. Well, when I hit you up for the money, I was totally broke. I had an investment opportunity though. I'd got a hot tip for the last race today. It was a nice little 100 to 1 payout. I invested the 30,000 I got from you and turned it into 3 million. Seriously? You're insane. You blockhead. 100 to 1 odds? What the hell? What was your plan if you lost? I had contingency plans. Might have had to sell a kidney or something to cover the funds, but I had options. Besides, I knew that I'd win. Really? You knew? With odds like that? Oh, that's right. I remember now. He can never get ahead, but when he's down to his last bet, he finds a way to win. You could say that the only reason he gambles is for the rush he gets out of those victories. Talk about pointless. Quit complaining. I won, didn't I? And that's all that matters here, right? Come on, let's get moving. That bribe only bought us one night. Wait a second. That guy you bribed isn't going to betray us, is he? I don't trust anyone whose loyalties can be bought. Why do you have to overthink everything? What do you want to do about it? Thankfully, we have the luxury of numbers. Someone should go to the security room. Oe, where's the security room for that building? On the first floor of the basement, if I recall. The Sumi offices are on the top. The Sumi offices are on the upper part, so they're actually pretty spaced out. I propose that we split into an office investigation team and a security room team. Well, not a team per se. We'd probably only need one person in security. The rest can investigate. Bilicium and Oe should definitely be on the investigation team. Bilicium because he's Kakuya's target, and Oe knows a lot about Killer Peach. Putting it simply, either Bon or I will wait behind in the security room. You decide, Bilicium. Who will you take with you, Bon or me? Ooh. I feel like the answer should be Rose. And here's my reasoning, okay? She's the one who's concerned that there will be a betrayal. So, she is more likely to stop them if something happens, whereas Bon is the one who paid them. But she is the one who brought it up, so maybe she's planning on betraying us. Actually, you know what? Oh, God. That's a tough one. Because part of me feels like maybe Bon should be the one to stick with security. But if he's the one who set everything up, they are friends. Because they could both be in on it. You know what? Rose. It's for exactly the initial reason. Because she's the one who brought it up that she doesn't feel that these people won't betray. Let's hope that was a good answer. I don't know. Got it. I will accompany you. Ben, you're in charge of the security room. Oh, I picked wrong. Right, leave it to me. I picked in the opposite direction. I thought I was picking who was going to be in security. Oh, our friends in security told me that cell phones don't work in the security room. So if you want to contact me, you got to use the telephone in the hallway. That should let you contact the security room. When we finish talking, we head to the darkened moon tower. When we get to the building, Ois uses her card key and gets us into the back entrance. There's no sign of anyone in the dark elevator hall. It's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Alright, let me tell you the plan for the investigation. I want to search the work areas of the 4 victims first. They're all men and employees of Sumi Group. Aside from that, they have nothing in common. The police investigation didn't really come up with anything useful. Is this because of a shadowy big corporation interfering with you? The victims have no previous offenses, so we can't just push forward with the investigation. But we can probably assume they were targeted by Killer Peach for a reason. At least, that's what I'm thinking. So you want us to look into the stuff that didn't come up during the police investigation. You got that special power, yeah? Bloodometry, or whatever you call it. And besides, in cases like these, it's just way easier to search without the hassle of getting a warrant. It seems you're quite the hard worker. Well, if it's not a problem for the law, I don't have a problem with it either. But how are we supposed to investigate? I glance at all the elevators. I have no idea which elevator to take. We've identified where each victim worked, 2 on the 22nd and 2 on the 33rd. The 44th floor is the management. I'd like to look around there too if we can. Oe looks at the elevators on the left. Unfortunately, the special elevator that goes to the floor that has a new fingerprint system. Only registered personnel can use it, so let's save that one for later. Alright, guess we'll head up then. I'm off to the security room then. Rose, don't run wild now. Bye, Bon. Bon takes the elevator to the basement. Ooh, fascinating. All right, then. I am actually going to end the episode here before we get started with investigating, because I suspect in the next episode we're going to... That was creepy. Doors opening and closing in an abandoned building. We are going to investigate in the next episode, and I suspect a lot of cool, fun things will be happening. And we are already at the 40-minute mark, so I want to end this here so it's not too long. I do hope you all enjoyed. I hope that you guys are excited for what's to come in the next episode. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.